Congratulations.
Thank you.
What? What? Oh my God, you killed it. I mean, it was so inspiring and moving, and you did an amazing job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for this film, absolutely. And there's already like Oscar buzz. I mean, how does that feel? I mean, already.
We're such nerds about film, so when you even say that to us, because we're the kind of people who, like, when we're not even part of the conversation, did you see that movie? No, let's break it down. So
we're
we will like have like half an hour conversation.
nerds.
So, you know, to even like be just in it together is a little bit of a strange
And it's
thing.
just starting because we only premiered yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
So we haven't even talked.
Oh my God.
We haven't had like
We
one of
haven't
our
had
full
that,
sessions.
like,
Oh my God.
So we have to get back to you on how it feels.
Okay, all right. Well, we've talked. We've talked amongst ourselves, and we're like, did you see that part? Oh my God. Yeah, no, for sure. So you guys are going to be at that podium. Well deserved, and it's well deserved, absolutely. So what did this film mean to you?
Oh gosh, I mean, to have the opportunity to, you know, to tell the story was larger than anything I ever thought that I would do. I was really committed to telling small stories about the inner lives of Black people, which I think is important work, and we continue to do, and it's even in this film. Right. But there's also this other layer of the historical aspect that I never dreamed I would be doing. And so, I mean, it's a film. My father's a native of Montgomery, Alabama. He lives there right now with my mother and my sisters and brothers. Everyone lives in Montgomery, Alabama. So this is also a hometown story for me, for my family. So it means a lot.
Oh my gosh. What did you learn about that time and about the civil rights movement that you didn't already know?
What is so shocking, and you even feel this when you watch the film, is that you don't really realize that a lot of the people who were leading the charge were in their 20s and 30s. John Lewis was barely out of his teens. And just when you think about modern day and our leaders and leadership and social responsibility, compared to what it was back then, it's really quite extraordinary. I mean, when I spoke to Andrew Young about this, he said, we didn't think we were saving the world. We just had these obstacles in front of us, and we were trying to figure out how to overcome them. And they were such young people. I mean, I'm depicting Dr. King at the age of 36 in this movie. And when you see him, even in the footage, you think this is a man who's way beyond that, but he's not. And that was the thing that really strikes me, even watching the movie last night.
Well, I mean, you were lost in the character. I mean, that's all I saw was Dr. King. I mean, I've seen, I think, every film you've ever made, and I'm a huge fan.
That's a lot of film.
Right? I know. I'm a huge fan, but I was like, where is David? Oh my God, you did. If you and Martin Luther King could have a conversation back then, what would you say to him?
You know, it's a funny thing you say that, because I truly feel like I had a conversation with him every day during the film. That's the only way I could shelve myself and inhabit him, I guess. I tried to keep myself spiritually available to every challenge, every spiritual attribute he had, his connection with God, what it is to be a father. I'm also a father of 4 children. So, you know, there was a lot of overlap, and I can only say that I truly feel like the only way for me to do this was to sort of feel a connection with him, was a kind of spiritual conversation.
Well, you know, why do you think that people should see this film? Everyone, not just the Black community, but everyone.
Well, I think that it's incredibly timely. I think you have to be hiding under a rock not to see that. You know, between the erosion of the Voting Rights Act, which was won during the Selma campaign, and how that's, when we're now being told that the world has changed enough whereby we don't need that anymore. Well, why? Only 2 hours after you changed the rules did some states change their rules. You know, you can't tell me that act fought for isn't still relevant today. Ferguson, of course, you know, when you see Jimmy Lee Jackson shot in this film, as was the case back then, of course you're going to think of Michael Brown. Of course you're going to think of Trayvon Martin and countless others who were subjected to the same fate, the same police brutality. So, you know, it's unfortunate that this film is as timely as it is, but it is. And so I'm glad that it's there to hopefully further the conversation.
Well, I'm glad that it's there, and it is going going to be a classic. It's something that we needed so much. So we appreciate you for doing a beautiful job with this film. You really represented all of us well. So.